Hello friends, welcome to EduTap. And friends, in this video we are going to discuss about the syllabus for NABARD grade A as well as grade B. And friends, kindly note this is as per the notification released by NABARD for NABARD grade A in 2020 and NABARD grade B in 2019 respectively. So friends, if there is any change related to the syllabus as per the new notification, whenever NABARD releases that, we shall come up with a new video with the latest syllabus that has been prescribed by NABARD for these two exams. So friends, before going into the syllabus for NABARD grade A as well as grade B, let us have a quick look at the examination pattern of both of these exams. So first we shall look at the examination pattern of NABARD grade A, and friends, kindly note I'm not going to delve deeper into this. I just want to enlist the subjects that are important here. So we are going to look at that. So friends, NABARD grade A is conducted in three phases. One is phase 1, online written examination. Phase 2 again online examination, and phase 3 it is of interview. Phase 1 you'll be having, or you'll be tested in 7 subjects. One is test of reasoning, English language, computer knowledge, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, economic and social issues, and agriculture and rural development. 200 marks and 120 minutes. Moving on to the phase 2. Here this is conducted in two papers. One is paper 1 and the other is paper 2. Paper 1 is of English descriptive, general English, which is of descriptive in nature. You have to type the answers. And then paper 2 is of economic and social issues and agriculture and rural development, with again focus on rural India. This again it's an objective type paper. So friends, this is about phase 1 and phase 2 of NABARD grade A. So friends, moving on to the examination pattern of NABARD grade B. Phase 1, it is similar to phase 1 of NABARD grade A. So when we are going to discuss the syllabus for NABARD grade B, it or grade A, it would be similar for both for phase 1. That is because it's the same test of reasoning, English language, computer knowledge, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, economic and social issues, and agriculture and rural development. 200 marks, 120 minutes, composite time, all same. Moving on to phase 2 of NABARD grade B. Paper 1 similar to paper 1 of NABARD grade A. Paper 2 similar to paper 2 of NABARD grade A, but yes, there is another extra paper, that is paper 3 here, which is on development economics, statistics, finance and management. So this is the extra paper. So friends, kindly note, while we discuss the syllabus for exams is NABARD grade A and B, for phase 1 it's completely same, and for phase 2, which is these two papers, that is paper 1 and paper 2, again it's similar to these both NABARD grade A. So we shall discuss the syllabus together. This the paper 3, which is exclusive for no exclusively for NABARD grade B, that we shall discuss separately in the same video. So friends, here comes the syllabus for phase 1 of NABARD grade A and B. And friends, kindly understand there is no prescribed syllabus for phase 1 of be it NABARD grade A or grade B. Whatever the prescribed syllabus that NABARD has mentioned is for phase 2 only. So this syllabus, especially for English, test of reasoning, quants, computer knowledge and general awareness, it is based on the previous year questions analysis and the type of questions that have been asked in NABARD grade A as well as in grade B phase 1 exam since the past few years. And for ARD and ESI, we are following the same syllabus as mentioned by NABARD for phase 2, since those two subjects, they are common for phase 1 and phase 2. So with this, let's start with the syllabus part. For test of reasoning, friends, these are the topics from which questions have been asked in the exam for NABARD grade A and B. See, like alphanumeric series, coding and decoding, questions on syllogism were asked, inequality, questions on directions, questions on ranking and order, blood relations, seating arrangements, puzzles, machine input output, analytical reasoning. So these are all the topics under test of reasoning that you can say it's a syllabus for test of reasoning as such. So friends, here comes the syllabus for phase 1 for NABARD grade A and B for quantitative aptitude. And friends, these are the topics. This is a syllabus for quants. One, simplification, quadratic equation, number series, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, interest, be it simple interest or compound interest, time and work, pipes, time, distance, relative distance of trains, boats, etc., mixtures, average, ages, partnerships, area and volume, be it 2D shapes or 3D shapes, and data interpretation. These are the various topics from which questions have been asked since the past few years for NABARD grade A as well as grade B. So friends, here comes the syllabus for English language, which is of phase 1 for NABARD grade A and B. Subject verb agreement, tenses, conditional tenses, preposition, complex preposition, conjunction, advanced verbs, synonyms, antonyms, phrasal verbs, reading comprehension is also there here, closed test, rearrangements or parajumbles. So this is a syllabus for English language. So friends, here comes the syllabus for computer knowledge, which is again one of the important subjects for phase 1 for both NABARD grade A and B as well. And these are the various topics from which questions have been found asked in both the exams. That is computer awareness, the regular history and general computer, hardware and memory, various hardware implements, software and operating systems, MS Office, complete MS Office, PowerPoint, Word, whatever, Excel, all whatever that is related to MS Office, database management system, internet and computer security, about the viruses, malware, etc., all that. So these are basics and syllabus for computer knowledge. So friends, this is the syllabus for general awareness, which is one of the important subjects again in phase 1 of NABARD grade A and B as well. Now this general awareness can be put under two different heads. One, static GK, and the other, current affairs. Now under static GK, what is the what are the topics that you need to see? They are national parks and wildlife sanctuaries, airports, location, dams and rivers, stadiums, basic banking terms, banking terminology, archaeological and heritage sites, plus folk dances or regional festivals. These are very important. Nuclear and thermal power projects, countries, their capital and currency, headquarters of banks and international organizations. So these are generally, that doesn't change, hence they have been put under static part. Now current affairs, which is regular current affairs that you go through, like summits, conventions, be it national or international. Books, what are the recent books that have been released by various authors and who are the persons in news, in any awards, etc. Sports, defense news, days in news, and what are the important days in news, and there what are the themes, science and technology related to space, defense, etc., and what are the various agreements or MOUs or treaties signed by India as well as in between the states and various other countries or some international organizations. All they are important. Government schemes, be it central or state, they might be asked in general awareness. Yes. Reports released by various institutions, rankings, what is India's ranking vis-a-vis the world, how, where India stands, etc. GDP forecast by various organizations, especially of India. And then banking plus finance, which is related to NABARD specifically. These are all important for general awareness subject of phase 1 for NABARD grade A and B as well. Friends, here comes the syllabus for agriculture and rural development. Again, it is common for NABARD grade A and B, and again in that also for both phase 1 and phase 2 of these two exams. Now ARD can be put again under two heads. One is static and the other is current affairs. So first we shall see what is the static part, and friends, kindly understand this. For this, already the syllabus has been prescribed by NABARD. So friends, first, introduction to agriculture, the basics of agriculture, whatever that is history and what are the various revolutions, what is the status of agriculture related to India and world, etc. Everything comes under this. Crop production, now various field crops, etc., cropping systems and cropping patterns, farming systems, and which includes especially the type of farming, that is organic farming, dryland agriculture, etc. Agrometeorology, all about climate and weather. Seeds and sowing. Soil and water conservation, here comes all about the soils, classification of soils, type of soils in India, and also about the water conservation, how it can be done. Next, water resources, what are the various resources of water in India as well as the world, what is irrigation management, types of irrigation, etc. Farm and agriculture engineering, all the implements that are used for farming or in agriculture, that are covered under this part. Plantation and horticulture, all about fruits and vegetables and flowering plants. Animal husbandry and poultry, all about related to animal rearing, etc. Fisheries, all about fishes. Forestry, again all about forestry. Agriculture extension, all about what research stations are doing, how that is being disseminated, what are the various processes that are involved, and what are the various schemes that are run by government as part of that dissemination. Next is agriculture economics, ecology and climate change, and rural development. See, these are all the chapters or the content that has been covered as part of ARD agriculture syllabus as well as rural development syllabus for static. Now we'll see what is the ARD syllabus for current affairs. See friends, this is the ARD syllabus, that is agriculture and rural development syllabus for current affairs for NABARD grade A and B, again for phase 1 and 2 of both these exams. See, for agriculture especially, these are the current affairs you need to go through. 1. Agriculture census, livestock census, latest minimum support prices released, latest advance estimates released, and latest whatever the production of various commodities that have been taking place in India, that all you need to go through. Schemes related to agriculture and allied sectors, very important. Latest ISFR report, Indian State of Forest report, and NABARD model bankable projects. See, all these come under especially agriculture current affairs. Moving on to the rural development current affairs, you need to follow, this is a syllabus as such. Annual reports of Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, NABARD, Ministry of Animal Husbandry, Dairying and Fisheries, all those annual reports you need to go through. Schemes related to rural India development and allied sectors of rural India. So here the schemes generally they are put under agriculture and allied sectors, all under one blanket ARD only. Next is handloom census, which is released very recently. Kurukshetra magazines, one of the important magazines, because whatever the content that is provided, generally it's based on the latest current affairs, generally schemes and other topics. Next is budget and economic survey, specially or specifically in terms of agriculture and rural development. Next is census or sec details. Though census 2011 it is very old, that is what is the latest one that is available. So very important. After all these, if there is any other report released by government or any government body like NAFI survey by NABARD, Agriculture Marketing and Farmers Friendly Reforms Index by NITI Aayog, see, all these are also important as part of ARD current affairs. So friends, here comes the syllabus for economic and social issues, again common for both NABARD grade A and B and for both phase 1 and 2 of these exams. And friends, here the basics of nature of Indian economy, it's already prescribed syllabus. Nature of Indian economy, economic underdevelopment, what are the various economic reforms that have been taken place in India, like globalization, privatization, and what is inflation, the basic terminology or the basic concepts related to economics that are there, and again with focus on rural India. Along with that, you need to also have an understanding of the objectives of economic planning and what are the various evaluations of Indian planning as such, and then what are the various poverty alleviation and employment generation schemes in India, how it is done, rural and urban measurement of poverty, that is, and what are the various poverty alleviation schemes, that is measurement of poverty and everything that are static. Again, moving on to the poverty alleviation programs of the government, they are again current affairs. So it's a mix. Though it is mostly static, but the same topics have been asked, as part of current affairs as well. And then coming on to the population trends, what are there, and then what Indian agriculture, what are its various characteristics, status, and then what is agriculture performance in India as such, what is food security, what are the various issues that are being faced as part of food security in India, etc. And then moving on to the rural credit, what are the various non-institutional and institutional agencies of rural credit, and then industry, what is industrial labor and policy, and what is the regional imbalance in India's industrial development, what are the various public sector enterprises. All these are a part as part of economic and social issues you need to cover, or this is a syllabus as such. And then rural marketing, development of banking and financial institutions in India, what are the various reforms that have been taken place under banking or financial sector. And then again moving on to the globalization of economy, wherein you need to understand the role of international funding organizations here, like IMF, World Bank, and there are various others also, and WTO, that is World Trade Organization. And then next comes is important, still here we have been seeing what is the economic issues are related to economics, mostly economic issues. Now moving on to the social structure, like what is multiculturalism, demographic trends, what is urbanization, migration, what are the gender issues, what exactly is a joint family system, what is the social infrastructure of India, like education, health, environment, what are the various socio-economic problems associated with illiteracy, and moving on to the what is educational relevance, educational wastage, etc. And current affairs part, educational policy, what is it for India. And next is social justice, what are the problems related to the positive discrimination, what is it exactly, and what are the various socio-economic programs that have been developed for upliftment of these underprivileged communities like SCs and STs and other backward classes. And then what are the various social movements that have taken place in Indian political system, and a little part of human development, and whatever that are included under current economic and social issues. Now friends, this as such is a static syllabus part. Let's move on to the current affairs part of economic. So friends, moving on to the economic and social issues current affairs part. So we have seen a few topics are there that you need to cover as part of current affairs. Let's see a full list of them. See, this is a syllabus as such for economic and social issues current affairs, like education, health and environment, all related to them, poverty alleviation and employment generation schemes, demographic trends, agricultural performance, rural banking and financial institutions, reforms in banking and financial sector, whatever the news related to IMF, World Bank, WTO, etc., and regional economic cooperation, and then urbanization and migration, social justice for underprivileged categories like SCs, STs, and women, human development, inflation. These are more of a part of current affairs as such, and whatever the current affairs related to these topics, they are very much important, and this can be considered as the economic and social issues current affairs syllabus for both NABARD grade A and B, and again for both phase 1 and 2 of those two exams. So friends, moving on to the descriptive English, which is exclusively for phase 2 for both NABARD grade A and B. And friends, till now we have seen the syllabus for exclusively for phase 1 few subjects, and ARD and ESI, which are those two subjects important for both phase 1 as well as phase 2 for both these exams, that is NABARD grade A and B. Now this descriptive English is for phase 2. So friends, this is the syllabus for English, like essay, précis writing, comprehension, passage, business or office correspondence, that is letter writing. These are the various topics under which the exam would be conducted. And what are they going to check? Your articulation skills, your drafting skills, language and vocabulary, and how you are structuring the essay or précis writing or the letter, etc. So this is a syllabus for descriptive English as such. So friends, moving on to the paper 3 of NABARD grade B phase 2. So this is exclusively for NABARD grade B only for phase 2 exam, and the paper 3, it is on the it is an analytical paper on development economics, statistics and finance and management. And friends, they NABARD has prescribed the syllabus for this. Now under development economics, you have to cover the basics of measures of development, what are the various economic development models, what is the role of subsidies in that, importance of savings and investment, and what is the importance of agriculture, terms of trade in agriculture, and then what are the various development issues in India, and this exclusively post 2015 agenda. And then moving on to statistics, basic statistical concept, and then summarizing of data, frequency distribution, measures of central tendency. See friends, these are all related to statistical concepts: relative dispersion, elementary probability, relative frequency approach, sampling, axiomatic approach, analysis of frequency distribution, correlation, regression, sampling methods, time series analysis. All these, this is the syllabus for statistics. Moving on to finance part of the paper 3 of NABARD grade B phase 2. Financial system in India, how is it, what are the regulation of banking and financial institutions in India, what are the various banking and financial institutions as such, what is the financial system, its features, etc. And moving on to the microfinance and what is its significance, importance, union budget, how it is done, assessment, project finance assessment, sources for block capital, various types of capital as such, and sources of capital, what are the risk management involved in banking sector, development finance as such, what is the scope and need of this development finance, which is again a part of finance only, and then what are its salient features, instruments and methods. All related to finance, again with a focus on economy. So that would be tested here, or that would be the syllabus here. And then financial inclusion also, how you can use the latest technology, what are the public private partnerships that have been taking place under financial inclusion. That is the syllabus for finance of this paper 3. Next is management. Here basics of management, its history, as you can say, its nature, scope, what are the various management processes like planning, organization, staffing, directing, controlling, etc. Role of a manager, so all related to the role of manager. You have to see what are the leadership, what are the various concepts related to leadership, like leadership styles, leadership theory, and difference between a successful leader versus an effective leader. And then HRD part is also there. What is HRD, what are the various goals of HRD, how performance appraisal can be done, what are the training and development part that can be done under HRD, various topics related to HRD as such, like motivation, one of the important topics under HRD, and morals, theories of motivation, how managers motivate, and what are the role of incentives, concept of moral, etc. all under HRD. Next is communication. Again, see, these are the two major parts under management, one HRD and the other is communication. Now communication, again, what is steps of communication? Generally we see this in extension part. Similarly here it is like communication process, communication channels, verbal versus non-verbal communication, what is upward communication, downward communication, lateral communication, and what are the barriers of communication, role of information technology, how that can be used in communicating in a more better way. Corporate governance, one more topic under communication, how, what are the various factors affecting this, and then what are the various mechanisms, or all few important concepts related to corporate governance. So friends, this is the syllabus that has been prescribed for paper 3 by NABARD. So friends, how we are going to help you in your exam preparation? See, we have already launched courses for NABARD Grade A 2021, and these are the various variants or the various courses that have been launched as part of this. And friends, kindly note, we are also offering flat 15% off on the as part of our offer for early bird, and here you can use the code EARLY15 to avail this 15% discount. And friends, for old subscribers we are offering a 30% off on all these courses, and if you have any query related to the courses or the course offerings as such, you can always drop an email at hello@edutab.co.in. So friends, hope this is very much useful to you for your preparation of NABARD grade A and grade B examinations. And friends, if you have any query related to any of the topics that we have discussed as part of this video, you can always write to us at hello@edutype.co.in, or you can always contact us at 8146207241. And friends, thank you very much once again, and I wish you a very all the best for your exam preparation.